Chance of a brief recession. Let's bring in Jeff Reeves of InvestorPlace.com. You agree with that?
Not at all. I don't think we have any chance of recession. If I had to put a number on it, I would say zero. The problem with comparisons like that to China is that China doesn't buy anything from us. You know what I mean? There's no reason that we need China's economy to be booming for us to ship a lot of goods and services there. It's kind of in reverse. They're still net big consumers. Donald Trump loves to talk about the trade deficit. We send a heck of a lot of stuff over there, so I'm not really all that concerned. China's credit bubble is indeed a risk for investors, sentiment-wise, but economically speaking, it's not going to be a gigantic drag on GDP to see China go through further pain.
Yeah, so you're saying it's okay, be calm, pick great stocks. What do you consider a great stock right now?
Well, I do think that there's opportunity to find some really good growth plays right now. One of the interesting angles that I'm looking at is kind of insulation from a strong U.S. dollar. It kind of acts as a headwind against corporate profits for multinationals. So I think the closer to home, the better. I like the retailer Macys kind of as a turnaround play. It's bounced a little bit off the bottom since December on hopes that it's going to cut some CapEx and do some restructuring in order to make its profitability better. And also, Macys is a very domestic retail chain. It's not like a Walmart that has to worry about currency exchange problems overseas. Under Armour is another great example of that. Under Armour does most of its sales in America. It doesn't have the headwinds that Nike does, but with Steph Curry and a lot of the recent sponsors that they've got, the footwear business is growing great. There's a big tailwind behind it right now, and you don't have to worry about the Forex problems right there. So there is growth if you know where to find it right now.
So here's a guy who says don't shove the money under the mattress, right? Even though the IMF announced today it was downgrading the U.S. global growth economy overall for the fourth time in a year?
Well, yeah, that's the thing is that I know GDP isn't great right now. We saw kind of the numbers slump a little bit. But I'd caution everybody to think back to early 2014. Nobody wanted to believe that it was just the weather, right? Everybody thought that we had a horrible quarter, that it was the end of the world, it was a return of another recession. And we did see negative growth for one quarter, and we snapped back in a hurry. I don't think the metrics that we've seen across the board, more than 200,000 jobs created like clockwork, home prices are still strong, builder confidence is still strong. It's going to take a heck of a lot for us to actually see a recession. That's not to say that there aren't problems, that things aren't as great as they could be. Nobody wants to see 1.4% GDP growth, but that's not negative. It's just pretty anemic.
Jeff, thanks so much. And there are the bells beginning to ring. It's a win for the Bulls.